Alright, movie review on Wolverine Origins. This is pretty much like a continuation of the X-Men series. I think it's seen as X-Men number 4, but it's a different director. And this movie is pretty much focused on the life of Wolverine, and it doesn't really have the other characters involved. It's mainly Wolverine and going on about his past and just discovering and letting you know, how he came about and, you know, how he came about, you know, his special talents or his, you know, his mutation or whatever, and basically just talking about his past, you know, and how he ended up in his situation. And the movie to me was interesting, you know, because you kind of wonder, because they spark your curiosity in X-Men 1, 2, and 3. You know, you wonder about what happened to him. And I guess in the movie, he was seeking revenge. And I think it's a common theme in a lot of these movies, is always seeking revenge. And I think that's a huge problem in our society and our culture, is that all these movies and the media, the government, the law, they all promote us to seek revenge. They never promote us to forgive. And they always promote us to be attached to things and to basically be very selfish and greedy and non-forgiving, very revengeful. You know, if somebody does you wrong, you know, you feel like you have to kill the person. I mean, I think as far as the lessons in the movie are concerned, I don't see it teaching any lessons, but I just do see that it just satisfies your curiosity about where he came about. But Wolverine is not really supposed to be representing somebody that's of a high spirituality. Professor X, you know, Xavier, is supposed to be the one that represents like spiritual wisdom. And when Wolverine meets him, then he kind of learns a different way, like a more peaceful way, or a better way of controlling his anger, his aggression, and things like that. So Wolverine's more of like an animal, you know, somebody that doesn't really have control of his emotions, somebody that violently reacts, and it's kind of like that inner ego within us. But Xavier is like the one who tames him and calms him down, and, you know, teaches him to learn to control that and to use that anger energy to, in a way, help society. And when they come together, they kind of merge and they balance. But without Xavier, Wolverine is very, you know, he's a very violent person, and he's somebody that, you know, has a lot of aggressive energy, you know. So this movie, as far as the lessons are concerned, the lessons aren't really there, but it does just satisfy your curiosity, and pretty much is like a puzzle, you know. It helps you complete the puzzle. You know, when you watch X-Men 1, 2, and 3, you wonder about what happened, you know, what about this person, you know, you wonder about his history and his past, and that movie kind of brings it together and helps you complete the puzzle so you can put the whole story together, which I think is very interesting. You know, they kind of go back in time, you know, and then it really, it's a very unique and interesting way how they put the story together, you know, and kind of get you anticipating what, you know, the next movie and what's gonna you know, what happened in the past. So I see that's what it is, you know, is that it kind of maintains the storyline, and it you know, once you build a connection with that character after watching the first 3, it kind of draws your attention to the 4th one. And even though he's not representing somebody with great wisdom, you still feel a sense of compassion towards him and understanding, you know, and I think this movie does that really well. So I do recommend the movie Wolverine Origins. That's pretty much supposed to be representing X-Men 4. So X-Men 1, 2, and 3 I recommend, and X-Men 4 I recommend as well.